today we're going to pretend like we are working in a color factory and we're going to get to mix and make new colors like we would if we were making paint in a factory. All right, so let me show you the materials that you are going to need. You're going to need some sort of paint. I'm using acrylic paint, but you can use tempera paint. You can even use watercolor paint. So whatever you have available at your house is what you can use. You need something like a paint palette, but it doesn't have to be a paint palette. It can be a paper plate, works just as well. You'll need a cup of water, and you're going to need a paintbrush and a paper towel. If you're using something like tempera or acrylic, you'll need a paper towel, and you'll see why in just a minute. And then you'll need some sort of paper. Any type of paper will work. Notebook paper, paper from the printer, drawing paper, anything that you have available at your house is something that you can use. All right, so let's get our paper ready for the color factory. Your job at the color factory is to create 8 new colors. So we're going to fold our paper so that it makes 8 panels in our paper. So you're going to take your paper. We know it's a rectangle because it has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. My friends at Bethel know that when we're folding, I tell them to take the 2 short sides, make them come together, line them up side by side as neatly as you can so that you see the raindrop. And then we're going to crease the raindrop by squishing it flat. So I'm going to squish the raindrop flat. Then I'm not finished with my folding. I'm going to hold it up again. I'm going to look and find the 2 short sides again, and I'm going to fold those short sides till they come together. So it should look like a teeny tiny card. You're going to find the smaller raindrop, and you're going to squish that raindrop flat. You're going to crease it. And then you're going to fold it one more time. Find the 2 shorter sides, bring the 2 shorter sides together, and you have a teeny tiny raindrop. And then make sure that you squish that raindrop flat. So you're going to have to crease it. You might have to use a little bit more muscles on the last fold because it's thicker paper. And then open it up. And the folds of the paper have made 8 panels in your paper. So if you see the little tiny rectangles that have formed, those are your panels or your sections. And in each one of these spots, we're going to make a new color. All right, so I'm going to put it down, leaving it unfolded now. I'm not going to fold it up again. And I have chosen some colors from my collection. You can choose whichever colors that you want. And now you're going to mix them together to form new colors. So I'm going to take my brush. This type of paint that I'm using, acrylic paint, does not need water like watercolor would. So I'm not going to add water to this paint. I'm going to scoop up a little bit of the pink, I think, to start with. And I'm going to move it to another spot so that I can mix the color in it. I want to keep this pink pure pinks in case I want to mix it with something else in a minute. I'm going to make sure I get the paint off the brush and then clean the brush off, swirling him in the cup. Scrape the sides to get some of the water off, and then dab him dry on the paper towel. Remember, this type of paint that I'm using does not need water. That's why I need to dry off my brush. And then I think I'm going to choose yellow, and I'm going to mix it with the pink. And so I'm just going to bring it over here and swirl it together, and it changes what the paint color looks like. Oops, I'm spilling some paint over here. And I've made a new color. I could add to it and add white to it and make it lighter if I wanted to, but I think I'll keep it this color. And so I'm going to paint my new color that I've made in one of the rectangle sections, and I think I'm going to paint it in a triangle. You can choose a shape to paint it in. And so there's my new color. And then I'm going to make another new color until I filled up all the spots. I'm going to clean off my brush, clean off Mr. Brush, scrape him on this side to get off a lot of the water, and then dab him to get the rest of the water off. And then I could add to this color that I already made to make even a new color with what I've already got. So I'm going to mix it, and it makes it lighter. And then that's a new color that I've made. So I'm going to paint it on the next section. and it's a lighter version. You guys know that white will make colors lighter, black will make colors darker. And let's see, let me choose another color and I'll do one more before I show you what we're going to do next. So clean him off, scrape him on the edge, and dab it on the paper towel to get it dry. Let's see, I think I'm going to mix green. Remember to clean off your brush before you get a new color so that we're not mixing colors that don't need to be mixed. Dab him off to dry. I'm going to get some yellow. Mix it together just by swirling it together. It didn't change too much, so I'm going to add another color to it because I want a really new color, so I don't want to leave it really close to that color that it already is. So I'm going to get some blue. Now mixing 2 or 3 colors together is really good. If you start mixing more than 3, you're going to probably be getting brown, so make sure that you're careful with how many colors you mix together. Now let's see, I think I'll add a little bit of white to make that color a little bit lighter, and then I'll paint it on my paper. So I added just a little bit of white just to change it. And then let's see, I'll do a square on this one. After you fill up each spot with a new color, you're going to get to name your new color because you created it, so you get to name it. So you can get a pencil, a marker, and you're going to write down underneath it or above the color what you want to call it. So maybe I want to name this green color, maybe I name it Mermaid's Tail Green. So you can come up with some fun and interesting names for your new colors from the Color Factory. Let's see, here's a collection of colors that I already did. This is using watercolor, so it wasn't using the acrylic paint. And I named them some colorful, sometimes funny names. So this is Too Pink, and then I have Oz Green from The Wizard of Oz, Swamp Water down here. So you can have fun naming them what you would like to, since it is your creation after all. Let's see, here's one that I did. And I was thinking about Remy the cat. So this one was named Remy's Fur, Kitty Nose Pink, Tabby Orange, Cat's Eyes. So lots about the cat. After you finish making your new paint colors and you've named them, I'm going to challenge you to create a painting using your new colors that you have created. So with this color scheme that I made from the Color Factory, I painted a picture of, you guessed it, Remy, using the new colors that I created. So you can kind of see where I took the Remy's fur to paint the first part of his fur, then I added the tabby orange for his stripes, and then there's the garden green for the background. So you can have fun making a picture with your new colors. So I hope you have lots of fun and be creative with your color choices. I can't wait to see what you do.